Hi everyone, welcome back to Makeup Space with Neha. And if you're new here, thank you so much for joining in. So for today's video, I'm going to swatch and review cushion foundations because cushion bases are everywhere right now. Ever since the viral Traitor Mask with Red Cushion Foundation took over the beauty space, we have all seen brands after brand launching their own versions in India. So today we are putting some of the most talked about cushion foundations to the test. Please note, I'm a medium skin tone with warm undertone and I'll be mentioning my foundation shade matches in the description below. Starting with Traitor Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation, the viral cushion foundation that gave birth to all the cushion foundations. It is available in total 30 shades inclusive of deep dusky skin tones. It's also available in two sizes, so it's best to buy a smaller size before you commit to a fuller size product because it does oxidize a lot. Before we proceed with the application, I want you to know that my skin is on the drying side currently due to the season shift. This is the shade 30N Rich Honey. This is the shade 31N French Beige. This oxidizes a lot and it's not even been 5 minutes or so. You can see the oxidization happening. Post oxidization, both the shades lean darker on my skin. 30N Rich Honey leans little pink, while 31N French Beige is darker, but the undertone is manageable. So I usually go with 31N French Beige and fix it with concealers. However, I was wondering if I might have some more shades from Traitor because I received this in the PR और मुझे लगा कि यार मैंने किसी को गिफ्ट कर दिए हैं so I don't have all the shades with me. I had somewhere around 6 to 7 shades, but right now I have 29 and natural beige and 25 and mocha with me, and let's swatch these. This is 29 and natural beige. This is 25 and mocha. It's quite obvious I don't have my perfect skin tone match, so for demonstration purpose I will be going on with 29 and natural beige. The packaging is quite cute, having egg shape, and the feel is quite luxe. It comes with a mirror and an application sponge. It is a full coverage foundation, so first tap into the cushion and then tap off the excess. It's clearly not my perfect skin tone match, but we are gonna wait until it oxidizes. The puff does leave you with an even non-patchy finish. So my skin does have some texture going on, and this is looking little patchy over here. It's also separating, and I'm not happy with this finish. It's not that airbrush kind of a look what it did when I had good skin days. It does feel lightweight despite being a full coverage foundation. It has a satin finish, which means it's suited to all skin types, but I won't recommend it for dry, textured skin. After the oxidization, it's also turning slightly gray around my mouth. It is worth buying for someone who is looking for a heavy duty full coverage foundation with a lightweight feel. But getting a right shade post oxidation is quite a task, so it's best to invest in a mini first. So keeping aside my current dry textured skin condition, I have loved its finish back in the days, but it's also not my most approached cushion foundation because of the oxidation that needs fixing. Moving on to K-Beauty Hydra Cloud Cushion Foundation with SPF PA++. Firstly, the packaging is pretty chic and it looks really classy. It is available in total 12 shades, having 4 shades for medium skin tone and 3 for deep skin tones. It comes with an applicator puff and a mirror. For one reason, it is reminding of Rare Beauty. They always have something mentioned on their products or the packaging, something encouraging, but it's written here, it's K2BU. This is a new purchase for me and I'm not really hopeful about the shade match because I don't have my perfect skin tone match in their other foundations. This is 130 by medium for their soft matte foundation. 130 by medium in their hydrating foundation. 130 by medium is light for me and turns little gray. Either the shade is light or the undertone is incorrect and it needs fixing. I bought the shade 145 and medium. This is the best I could match to my skin tone because the rest of the shades were either too light or the undertone didn't match. First tapping into the cushion, and I'm not gonna remove the excess for this one because I want to see how much coverage does it deliver. You can see all the redness on my cheeks, and now let's get into the tapping motion. It is quite hydrating. I must say that blended without much of a hassle. It is a full coverage foundation, but if you want medium coverage, tap off the excess on the packaging and then apply. The provided puff does apply the product evenly and not patchy at all. It did cover all the redness and acne scarring, so if you have severe hyperpigmentation, then I would recommend you to color correct, conceal, and then go ahead with this foundation. This does not feel heavy on the skin. The finish is dewy and it's not emphasizing any texture. It does look like your skin, but a lot better in natural daylight. It's best suited to normal, dry, or combination skin. Oily skin might need to set the dewiness with the powder. Now let's do a comparison. For shade match, I would prefer K-Beauty Cushion Foundation more than Tear on myself. Both the foundations are long wearing with full coverage, but I did feel Tear takes a little extra effort to blend in comparison to K-Beauty Cushion Foundation. It felt more lightweight and easier to work with. The downside to all the cushion foundations is the quantity. Tear is 18 gram while K-Beauty is 14 gram. Tear retails for rupees 2050 while K-Beauty retails for rupees 1600. If you love a natural looking hydrated base with ease of blending, then K-Beauty is your pick. K-Beauty shade range is quite limited for deep dusky skin tones. Tear has a wider shade range. Tear is no less if you're looking for a satin finish base that feels like skin and yet is full coverage. But I won't recommend it for dry textured skin. Next is L'Oreal Paris Infallible Cushion Foundation, and one of my co-creator friend wanted me to compare it with Nykaa Cosmetics Magic Cover Cushion Foundation. It's available in 10 shades, having 3 shades for deeper dusky skin tones. So I worked with the brand for its launch, and initially I received only 4 shades, but later I was delivered with the remaining shades, and then I found out there are 2 shades that matches my skin tone. So I will be swatching all the shades with you for reference. 384 neutral, 365 neutral, 320 cool, 300 cool, 250 neutral, 257 warm, 260 warm, 140 neutral, 127 neutral, 100 neutral. Anyways, the shade range is quite limited for Indian skin tones. However, I do hope these swatches were helpful. So for my medium warm skin tone, I want to compare the shades 257 warm and 260 warm. The cushion foundation comes with an applicator puff and a mirror. First tap into the cushion, then tap off the excess. I'm using the shade 260 warm on this side of my face. This literally looks like my skin, but better. Can you see the difference? I do love how the formula is super light, and with just a few taps you get this skin-like finish. The coverage is sheer to buildable medium. I won't call it a full coverage cushion foundation. It literally does not feel like you're wearing anything on your skin. It can cover your acne scarring, but if you have severe hyperpigmentation, I would recommend you to color correct and conceal. The finish is satin matte and it does not emphasizes any texture on the skin. It's suited for all skin types, but if you have extremely dry skin, just prep your skin well and I think you'll be good to go. It's also one of my most used cushion foundation. I just slap it onto my face and go out. It feels super lightweight and breathable on my skin. It's like I am not wearing any makeup. Also, I have not seen any major oxidation happening from this one. On this side of my face, I'm using the shade 257 warm for comparison. So far in this video, I have realized L'Oreal Paris Cushion Foundation literally applies with zero hassle. Just tap and you'll be good to go. On this side I'm wearing 257 warm and on this side 260 warm. I feel both the shades look really good on myself. You let me know in the comments. This is a great product for your everyday base where you want your skin to look like skin and still feel breathable yet give you some coverage. It is long wearing, having tried for so many days now. If I were to go to office or college, this would be my pick. I'm going to remove this side of L'Oreal base and then proceed with the Nykaa Cushion Foundation. Moving on to Nykaa Magic Cover Cushion Foundation. Now this pink packaging could really make up for Barbie makeup. Yet again we have an application puff and a mirror. I bought the shade 425 by medium. As usual, I'm gonna tap into the cushion and then remove the excess. This is my new purchase and I am clueless about the shade match. Out of all the cushion foundations I've used till date, Tear has mild fragrance, and then after Tear, I could sense a lot of fragrance in Nykaa one. I personally don't mind it, but something to keep you informed if you're sensitive to fragrances. The application puff does work really well in tapping motion. This is a hydrating full coverage cushion foundation. That being said, it feels comfortable on the skin and yet lightweight, but I am noticing some cooling sensation around my eyes. It can easily cover your acne scarring or hyperpigmentation. The finish is dewy, but it's not emphasizing any texture. It's best suited to normal, combo or dry skin, and oily skin can set it with the powder. I only tapped once into the cushion after removing the excess, and this is the coverage I received. So yeah, it is a full coverage cushion foundation and yet it feels very lightweight on the skin. On this side we have L'Oreal Paris Cushion Foundation and on this side we have Nykaa Magic Cover Cushion Foundation. If I were to compare these two, the cushion stands for the coverage and the finish you are looking for. It's available in total 10 shades with only 2 shades for deeper skin tones. L'Oreal Paris Cushion Foundation has satin matte finish, while Nykaa Cosmetics Cushion Foundation has hydrating dewy finish. The coverage is light to buildable medium, while this is a full coverage cushion foundation. So what do you guys think of the shade comparison between the two? This is L'Oreal Paris Infallible 257 Warm, and this is Nykaa Cushion Foundation in 425Y Medium. From what I can see in the mirror in front of me, Nykaa Cushion Foundation is just a tad bit light, but it's nothing that I can't work with, while L'Oreal Cushion Foundation is completely in sync with my skin. What do you guys think? Also, to inform you, the cooling sensation which I experienced around my eyes after using Nykaa Cushion Foundation is finally settling down, and I'm also happy with the shade match. So, paise bach gaye. Now I'm removing L'Oreal Paris Infallible Cushion Foundation because I want to compare Nykaa Cushion Foundation with PAC Spotlight Cushion Foundation. To all my dear lovelies still watching this video, now we have PAC Spotlight Cushion Foundation in the spotlight. The packaging looks quite luxe with this golden color. The shade range for PAC Spotlight Cushion Foundation is quite disappointing with only 9 shades in total and 0 shade for deep dusky skin tones, while their Studio HD Liquid Foundation has 23 shades inclusive of deep dusky skin tones. I bought the second deepest shade from the range, Deep 300. This is 3.0 for PAC Studio HD Liquid Foundation, and it's my perfect skin tone and undertone match. This is Deep 300 from their Cushion Foundation, the second deepest shade, and it is not my match. Tapping into the cushion and then removing the excess. Okay, this is a full coverage cushion foundation, and it does blend quite well with its own puff. The cushion puff does apply the product really well without any streaks or patches. It can easily cover your acne scarring or hyperpigmentation. The finish is matte and not satin matte, it's fully matte. It's best suited to normal, oily or combination skin. The shade is little lighter for me, but I can make it work by adding some bronzer. It does have little fragrance to it, that's more like a makeup fragrance and nothing else. It's not bothering, and you can only smell it once you really smell closely. I'm going to build Nykaa Cushion Foundation a little bit more to compare the coverage here. Nykaa Cushion Foundation is definitely more buildable to full coverage and yet feel lightweight. So in comparison, PAC Spotlight Cushion Foundation is a full coverage matte finish cushion foundation, while Nykaa Spotlight Cushion Foundation is a hydrating full coverage cushion foundation. PAC Spotlight Cushion Foundation retails for Rs 995 and you get 11 gram of product, while Nykaa Cushion Foundation retails for Rs 749 and you get 15 ml of product. Both the foundation retails under Rs 1000, so depending on the finish and the coverage you're looking for, you must decide, plus if you can get your shade match. I would prefer Nykaa Cushion Foundation over the PAC Cushion Foundation because Nykaa Cushion Foundation is buildable and yet feel lightweight and comfortable over the time, while PAC Cushion Foundation adds that weight to your skin, and I'm not a fan of that. I prefer lightweight and comfortable makeup base for myself. PAC Cushion Foundation does oxidize, while I've not seen any major oxidation from Nykaa Cushion Foundation. I also love how both the foundation doesn't accentuate any texture on the skin. Now that's a wrap for today's video, and I really hope you found this video helpful for your next cushion foundation purchase. Please don't forget to like, share, save and subscribe for more if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video soon.